So all the micas are prepared, and I just got finished blending in the kaolin clay and oils, sodium lactate, and I'm going to be soaking at about 75 degrees today. Again, I'm doing fancy stuff here without much knowledge of how this fragrance is going to go, so I'm living on the dangerous side. It says it doesn't accelerate, but until I use it myself, I'm really not sure. Okay, so that is mixed up pretty well. So let me get the lye solution in there. I'm going to be doing some piping again today. I'm not an expert piper, but I want to get better at it. So I'm going to get a lot of practice. And I think I am going to use the fragrance as I am ready for that color batter. So I like to pour my smaller amounts first. It's a nice orange. Green. And a nice reddish pink. This is the pink that I'm going to be using for the piping. That's about it. This is going to be for my white piping. And now I'm ready to add my titanium dioxide mix here to the mean batter and to what I'm going to pipe with. So I'm going to add my fragrance oil that's a little bit yellow to this main batch, a little bit of that. Smells really good. It smells like candy. And I'm going to pour a little bit of this white. And it does look like it's behaving. All the other colors that I want to blend are going to be with the frother. At least for the time being. Add a little fragrance to that one. Do the same for the orange. the green. What's that doing? Now I'm going to pour a little bit of this color in there. Let it go down into the depths of that. Some of this pink. Some of the green. Then more of the white. Just like how that white does some swirling for me right there. Start with the pink again. Orange. Green. More of the white. Did this one last time. So I did this basically in thirds. Then the last of the white. So that went really well. And I'll scrape the rest of this in there. So I can tell you that this fragrance is really behaving itself. It's not speeding up at all. Note to self for next time. And I do want to do the hanger swirl thing. Up and down as I go across. Down again, and then from side to side as I come up. Tap that down. This is still the soap without any fragrance, is still very loose. And it's okay if this thickens because this is going to be one of my piped tops. Add the fragrance to that. Okay, I just blended that for quite a while to start the batter to thicken. Still behaving itself. Nice light trace there. I have some embeds for this one too. Okay, so I'm going to do some cleanup here. while the soap thickens a bit. We'll be right back. Okay, so this is thickened up nicely, and I'm going to just get it into the pastry bags. Okay, so the first thing, to make sure you can see, I'm going to be using this red in a smaller star tip. First, I'm going to do this in layers. Now I'm going to, with a bigger tip, I'm going to go straight down the middle. I'm also looking at the markings for the bars. One more down the middle. Maybe another one on top of that. I don't want to do more on the sides because I want the top to be higher. So I'm pushing down. And then I'm going to go back with the red. Then I have my embeds. Let's see if I can turn this around again so I can see my markings. So I kind of cheated the system a little bit here to get a lot of color on top. I'm using some cold process embeds, so I wouldn't have to have so much piping and different colors of soap going on at the same time. So this is sort of like a fantasy of colors. I got the name for it. So I have my reddish pink, the white inside the soap. Now adding yellow. And I have some orange. Try to make room for my green as well. And I use a cutter with some thin slices of colored soap. make these. Then the green, where am I going to put the green? Maybe right in that center. Okay, I kept some of my piping soap. I don't really see where I can put that in without destroying the look of that, so I'll just refrain and get some glitter in there. Just making sure everything's in there nice. Okay, so there's Fantasy, and we'll be right back for the cut. Okay, I'm ready to cut this. The early morning. I like the early morning light. And actually, I'm more of a morning person than a night person. But I couldn't wait to cut into this. Let's see here. There's that hint of green. Pretty close to what I was hoping for. Just hope that the spacing works throughout this bar. I like that bar. So I was going for something more entirely in pastels for this one, just because I thought it would hit that theme of fantasy a bit better. Lately I've been really liking this really wispy, not too contrasty inside swirl and a little brighter top. And I also have pretty good luck lately with the whites. Meaning that I haven't been getting any glycerin rivers lately. Watch, I just cursed myself. And certainly this soap really required that shiny top. We're doing well with the spacing too. It's kind of fine balance in where you want the frosting that's been piped on the soap. The consistency, I want it to be enough to hold the details of the piping, but I wanted it soft enough to kind of fill in where the holes would be between the piping. So I think this is it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for subscribing, writing to me. I really like that. Check out my Instagram and my web store at vibrantsoap.com. Just been making a lot of soap lately. One last cut here. And if you like my content, also if you could help me out with a thumbs up And again, that subscription, that'd be really nice of y'all. That orange really comes through there. So that was the cutting of Fantasy, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.